All right, it's sharing, so that's good. You spelled hey wrong. So took it to a garage for a social. That's me. It was extremely thought. I don't know if he was talking about his initial response to the ad. Maybe according to him, my price was, insane. And, to be fair, even the initial unit I had my eyes on, that seller said the same thing. Most people buy those, just to fucking fix them up and flip them and charge insane amounts of money. And when I got mine, that was not my goal. My goal was to get it as a alternate to a expensive ass street legal ATV. And so I took it to a shop. Not sure what this ties into it. Charles wants to make his soul rest in peace. Um, plots to be, if the mechanic there actually wanted to buy it, and then in which case, you know, yeah, if he did that, then not gonna lie, I'd be fucking buying a plane ticket out of here. But we'll leave that alone. That's for another video. This is where it gets a little back to the topic. The initial ad. Which, by the way, I have fucking listed for a really insane price because I want to fucking troll Craigslist. As you saw in my previous video, I even have my Santa Cruz for a ridiculous price. So yeah, what would he have paid if he was into that thing? Yeah, market is also, yep. It still needs work. Yeah, and that's exactly why I got it. Get soft on it. He could be right. And, again, that much like many other vehicles, it's also hard to come by. Yeah, lesson learned, so again, that's why, I got it. But, it is Craigslist, so anything is possible on Craigslist. And, when I was initially looking for mine, I used Craigslist just to see what else was out there. And, they had a couple of specimens, that were close by, much closer than South Carolina, which is where I picked mine up. And, they were less expensive, but again, they also had some issues. One of them, I believe, had a wheel bearing issue. The other one had some rust on the rockers. Not a huge amount, but, enough. And, they were like, I'm firm on the price. And if you watch Highway Suzuki 83, he gives a shit ton of advice, if you're looking for one of these. And the same advice could apply to, if you're looking for any beater car as a project car to work on as a hobby. Now, when I took it to the shop, maybe I got a little impatient, and wanted to actually drive the damn thing, rather than just having it sit in the storage lot and then me just putting around in it. So, it is what it is. They're a repair shop, they usually don't deal with somebody who has a few boxes full of pots. Now, obviously, I wouldn't have seen, the issue if they just popped them on for me, but I'm guessing that's going to be something I'm going to have to find another alternate route for, one repair at a time. Obviously, like I said in my other video, I know what I'm working with now that I have a checklist of what it needs. And he sent me some other video. Oh yeah, that was the video he sent me, regarding how to flip cars, which, that's not my thing. And of course, if I were to flip mine, the way I do it would get me an insurance payout. I provide a white vehicle. Okay. That's lesson 2. Let's see here. Okay, it's probably not going to show the all the messages. So let me see here. Let me just shrink this. $10,000. That's a lot of ramen. Yeah, I saw that. Yep. That's racist. All right, so yeah, that's me just ranting and raving. Like, what's any born here, not allowed back. YouTube, if you need a laugh. So that's me sending another older video about some people who fled the U.S. to avoid student loans. So, and again, that's not why I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what worthless, and that's a whole nother subject that's gone back and forth, much like the video I sent him from Aaron Claire's channel, regarding student loans. So, yeah. So, yeah, I go into detail. It wasn't super worth it. Had some success, just not in the right companies, and he probably thought I was like a buyer. And I was like, nope, not quite. I'm not quite that good. Yep, him being troll. And me, again, explaining, pots chilling in my room. That's what was initially on my ad, stuff that I was going to put in until this current situation. So, again, if I am able to sell it, I want someone to be happy with it, but I'm not going to let people beat me up over the price. I think he's on VA was military, so no, I'm in Virginia, and I guess this guy's, he's in Oklahoma. Yep, it's funny, CO. Yep, of course, he's saying the same thing I'm saying. So that's pretty much where they sent to my channel. Maybe he might just spread it around. I really don't know, but I just figured that this was just a funny video to share with you. Anyhow, I'll talk to you.